kid with a ba.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, it's Pacha, bro. Okay. And,
He's correct.
Rada,
You're kidding
I
me.
win. That's 2-1.
Seriously.
Rada agrees. It is Pacha. I win.
Hey, I'm your brother, by the way. You should side with me. You're like, not him. For watching our previous episodes. If you haven't watched them yet, when you finish this episode, go and check them out. Check out our social medias. Check out the Talk Club podcast on the audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and Anghami. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the Talk Club podcast, you should be doing that because we have some dope content coming up soon. So if you want to stay tuned for them, if you want to be notified, click the bell and click the subscribe button. Don't miss them out. Today with me, I've got the Soulful Poet. How you doing, bro?
No, I'm not Soulful.
I am Soulful.
Yes,
I am Soulful.
There we go.
There you go. I'm used to like the Soulful Poet so much that I forgot.
You're not the only one.
Now, I am Soulful. How you doing?
That's correct.
Ali.
I'm good. Yes.
Okay.
Ahmed, thank you for having me. Yeah, no, I'm on my toes. I'm ready. Any mistake, I'm calling you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like the first episode where he just like, let me go with the stuff.
No more going with the flow. I'm a pro at this point. 3 times? Khalas, this is my podcast now. They should name this the I Am Soulful podcast.
Very soon, we're changing this name. How's it going, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Things have been crazy, I think... Every time we meet up and we have a conversation, it's like something different happens. Exactly. It's like another level. We level up every single time, both you and I, and it's inspirational, man. You keep me motivated, and I keep you motivated.
Man,
through the content we do.
You make me more comfortable doing this. By the way, like every time I bring the Soulful, just boost me up a little bit, and then every time maybe I think the Soulful should own this podcast.
Okay,
by
listen,
the way,
everyone that's listening,
vote in the comments.
That's 3 times now. I am Soulful. You said the Soulful 3 times. Listen, we're gonna do a counter throughout this podcast. It's a little game. This is the 3rd time.
There you go.
Are you counting 2? Okay, our cameraman's counting 2. That's 3 times. Okay, let's see how many he gets to.
All right, probably at the end. See in the comments. 100, 500. Oh man.
Yeah, I got to count. So everyone that's watching, keep count too. Stay on this. Do not skip anything because you never know who's gonna make a mistake. I'm calling them out. I'm calling the shots. Pop. That's how I'm rolling now. Damn. I am Soulful. I'm a new man.
New man, new style.
Of course.
Of course. So how's it going, man?
Good. I mean, things have been crazy. Like, honestly, with, I mean, it's hard to even start. I don't know when I say it's crazy. I can think about it personally. I can think about it around the world. I can think about watching what everyone else is doing.
We've been seeing a lot. Like I don't know where to start from. Seriously, are we talking about the world? Are we talking about Canada? Are we talking about I Am Soulful?
Right.
See, I got it right this time.
You got it. We're still at 3. Good.
See, they're counting how many times I get it wrong. I'm counting how many times I'm getting it right.
Perfect. Let's see who wins at the end of it.
So, yeah.
Oh, man. No, but I always love coming on here. Thank you for having me for a 3rd time. And every time I come on, you've grown, you've improved. This new setup is incredible. And, the sky's the limit, man. And I think it's such a huge... thing for our community to have, because you're bringing the Arabs, man. No one really pays attention to us as much.
No, not much.
We're always, the shawarma guys, or or taxi drivers. You know what I mean?
Or sometimes the engineers, if we make it,
or the engineers that don't even go on camera, that they go unnoticed. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to find like engineers that are really doing their thing outwardly.
This podcast is awesome because like aside from me being like becoming comfortable with people and talking to them, getting them to talk a lot on the camera as well, getting people, to know them. I'm getting like a good network where I'm finding out like Arabs that are like awesome at what they're doing. Like, talking to people who cook. I'm talking to people like some pilots nowadays.
Really?
Like, yeah, we're gonna
get a pilot on this?
Yeah, right?
That's crazy.
I know. Very soon. Watch out. Yeah,
most definitely. Stay tuned.
I'm not gonna say their names, but
that's incredible.
They're coming soon.
That's exciting.
But yeah, like it's crazy because like you never know. Like I know some of them are a bit famous, on Instagram or on social media, but you as well don't know them that much. You know what I mean? Unless you actually shares some stuff with them or like their stuff, you don't know.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Yeah.
So
and
it's awesome.
It really is, man. And being able to connect with people, it's easy to look or seem like somebody when you're on social media. Like it's easy to come off as someone who's big and like I'm the greatest, I'm the best, and that's what we do. On social media,
Literally.
everything you show your best side always. But when I can sit down with you face to face and have a conversation,
I
show
the
hide.
real side.
Exactly, I can't hide.
No.
And that's a big thing. That's a big reason why I love coming on this podcast, because every time I come on, I feel like I'm able to tell you something new about me, but also tell the audience something new about me, and I get to get something off my chest, and we're able to just really create and have really meaningful conversations.
Exactly.
Here that we really don't have.
Literally, and I think I recall our first call before making this podcast. I told you about like artists or even people on social media, famous Arabs or non-Arabs. They have this side that people don't see.
Absolutely.
And they can't. It's difficult for them to show. Like as much as they try to show it, people will not see that side unless they actually come on and talk about it in a way or get someone to make them talk about it. A lot of our interactions, like during the day, people actually like make assumptions when they're scrolling through Instagram. Like I'm scrolling through like, oh, this guy did this guy did that. Like I'm making assumptions, but then once I hear them talk, hear them say whatever, those assumptions that I made will get destroyed. I will know the actual person who I am. Soulful is like. That's literally what my goal was.
That was 3.5 mistakes. He said that I am soulful.
That I am
3.5.
Yeah,
that's 3.5 times.
He's actually counting. Oh my! This is scaring me. Okay,
the pressure's on. You're sweating.
So yeah, definitely.
No, you're right. You're so right. And it's interesting because you've brought me on 3 times. You brought a few people on more than one time, and
exactly
every single time they've grown and they've improved.
Oh, definitely.
And to your point of everything on social media is artificial. It's not really the real side of people at all times, and it's hard to be really genuine on it. I went through a phase sort of in between our last conversation and this one, where I went into this almost like rabbit hole or dark hole of just comparing myself to others and seeing what everyone else is doing and forgetting what I have. And I sort of lost the motivation to really post and push and make a video, make a new song. And maybe on social media, it probably didn't seem like it because I was still posting consistently. But internally, I went through this, I call it like a TikTok black hole or a YouTube black hole or an Instagram black hole, where you keep scrolling, seeing what amazing people are doing and the amazing things that they're accomplishing. And you're just like, I'm sitting here and, I have 10,000 followers, but why don't I have 15? Why don't I have 20? Why don't I have 25? And it's a tough place to be in, but it's people like you, and it's the Soul Fam that I've built, and the group of people that are so incredible and so talented and so intelligent and so motivated to create this bond and build this message that really keep me going. So yeah, man, you're right.
I can relate to this because right now, even today, like when I posted, I think I told you about Instagram pushing your stuff or not pushing your stuff at this.
Yeah,
the algorithm just chooses itself.
It's moody. Yeah.
Very moody. And then you're like, okay, but I did my best on that side. You know what I mean? Like I think I used to have like a very wrong idea about, content creating before me joining this, journey. I'm still in the beginning of it, but like, I had the wrong idea. I was like, okay, they're giving it their best, and the algorithm just helps them, and it pushes their videos. No, it doesn't. Like you put hours and hours and hours of work, and it's very stressful because you don't know if this video will blow up or just the other video that you didn't put any effort in. It's kind of crazy. But then also, if you look at the right side, which is like, I'm doing what I love and I want to do it. I'm not doing it for the numbers. I'm doing it because I love doing this. I want to talk. I want to have people like interact with me. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I love. So I'm going to put it out there. Exactly. If it gets 10,000, if it gets 100, I don't care.
Exactly. You're doing it for yourself at the end of the day. And
Definitely.
sometimes that 100 people that see it can do more by seeing it than those thousands of people. 1,000 people can watch it and move on.
Exactly.
But those 100 people might, or two of those people might be motivated to start a podcast because of you.
Definitely.
Right? So a lot of times, something that I always remind myself as a teacher and as an artist is that I might not personally be able to be the next Einstein or Michael Jordan or whatever, but maybe I can inspire the next person who does become it, right? And
exactly.
that's what we're trying to do here, and I think that's what the purpose of all this is at the end of the day, being the best you can be, and hoping that the talent and the passion that you put into your work rubs off onto someone else, and they could do even more than what you can do.
Exactly. What made me go close to this conclusion is, recently one of my friends passed his driving test.
Nice.
His G2. But the thing is, for the past 4 or 5 months, I've been helping him, learn and drive with me and everything. And it's like, it got to a point where, like, I don't see where I'm going with this. Like, the guy is hardly driving well to my standards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then I'm not an instructor, so I was like, okay, let me just go with it, and then help him. And the guy gave me a call on his test, and he's like, yo, I passed. And I was like, it's like you planted a plant and then now it grew up into a tree.
Exactly.
And you never saw it. Like, you just left it after some time, and then you came back, to your effort to see it like a big tree.
Yeah. And a lot of times it feels amazing. And a lot of times we plant that seed and we walk away.
Yep.
And we plant the plant, we plant the seed, and we just walk away, we forget about it. But then years later, it might grow, and we might just remember, like, wow, I did this, and that's what led up to it, and that's what's come of it. And I'm trying to put it into words, but it's the most challenging thing as an influencer or as an artist or as a podcaster, is that you don't know the impact you're making.
No.
It's hard. There's no number.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We try to say, okay, 500 likes. Okay, I inspired a good amount of people, 1,000, but the numbers don't really mean anything. There's a lot of people that stumble on your work and might not even interact. They might just see it and be super inspired and take it as a sign for them to be better than the person they were yesterday and start something beautiful.
And sometimes some of those likes are just people scrolling and not even paying attention to whatever you said. It's just, like, swipe. That's
exactly. It's such a fickle thing. It's such a shallow thing. There's not a lot of depth to social media in general. And being someone that, especially nowadays, I can't go out and perform. You can't do a podcast outside.
No.
You have to be
much
really
hope.
careful. Yeah.
And then I think, like, you could see, like, our podcast sometimes, like, going on and off. Like, the past week we didn't have any episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, past week as, like, the day that this episode is is out. So we didn't have any episodes because we had a couple of people, but they had to cancel because it's either the weather or something came up or it's very degrading, and it's really difficult for someone who's trying to create something, once other people cancel on them. It's not like, I'm not pointing fingers or anything. I'm not really judging anyone for canceling. It's just difficult, and
it's hard.
Exactly. Being an artist as well has its own as well difficulties, I think.
Of course. 100%. Of course. Like having to mix and match everyone's schedules, like
very difficult.
And trying to get like live performances now. Like live performances are all virtual, right? So those virtual performances take so much more work than a live one. If I had a live performance, let's say it's at a festival, for example, Pali Fest, Leb Fest. Anyway, do we have an Iraqi Fest in Ottawa?
I don't know.
I don't think we have an Iraqi Fest. If we do, it's probably super small. Anyways, like if I had an event at a festival, everything is ready for me. All I have to do is show up prepared.
Exactly, because
right?
There's a big team that was behind it.
Exactly. When it comes to live performances, I gotta find the location. I gotta find the videographer. I gotta find a sound engineer who can make my sound proper and not like I'm in a room. You know what I mean? So there's a lot that goes into it, and it's been challenging trying to make it out of this, but there's a lot of blessing that comes with the experience of only having social media as your way of expressing yourself and really putting work out there, because I feel as though when it's all over and we can actually go outside, interact with people, give hugs, give the Arab 3 kisses side to side to side, when we could do all that, it's going to be that much easier to balance everything out.
I mean, I have some hope for that because, okay, what I'm gonna say is kind of like, stupid and crazy. Because like I was reading the other day that they're giving away vaccines to people 60 to 64 years of age, and I was so happy, by the way, in the first 5 minutes, and I thought about it, I was like, how shitty is that?
Yeah, for real.
Because like, okay, you're so like you're putting it between 60 and 64. That's it. Like I mean, like at least I don't want it now. Okay, give it to the older people than like 64 or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's say 60 and more can get it, and because those people are gonna die. You know what I mean? If they don't get the vaccine.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong.
100%.
And we're already 2 months behind on vaccinating people on our on the goal that we put.
Really?
We're 2 months behind. Yeah.
I'm not even following like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. While the U.S. compared to the U.S. are 2 months ahead.
Really? Yeah, because they're doing 1.9 million a day or something. Some stupid, like crazy numbers that they're working so efficiently.
So yeah, it's kind of crazy, but then it's like like it's kind of good for Canada though, because it means like there's a lot of research going in before giving the vaccine to people. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping what I'm saying is right.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're all effed.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
it.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Man. Ahmed, I got a question.
Go.
Are you a single kiss guy, a double kiss guy, or a triple kiss guy? Arabs, and anyone that does that, the cheek kiss. It matters.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out when you said it. Yeah.
In what context do you do each one? Like, in what context do you do a single, double, and triple?
Oh, I'm more of like I stay on the safe side. I stay on two, because everyone mostly do two, but then I can see when you're leaning for the third. I watch out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta stay on your toes. You know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, literally. And I can't say that it's like specific countries that does them, because I've been to multiple countries and it's really different. Like everyone's different from everyone. I don't know why. I think it's cultures more than like
No, it's definitely culture.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if
you're a 3, right?
I'm a 3 if I haven't seen you in a while and I really like you.
Oh,
if I really like you, I want to, I want to get my kisses in. You know what I mean? But pause. But but if I see you like, let's say once a week or like twice a week, and like I don't need to do it all the time. Just a simple one
two?
and move on. No, 2. I'd never go 2.
Never go.
It's 1 or 3. I go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? I know some when I go back home to in Iraq. There are some moms and some khalas, some ammas. They go 3 on one side, and then 3 on the other side simultaneously. So, and then same thing on the other side. And I'm like, that's too many. Yeah, that's too much love.
Last time I was there, it was my grandma who did it actually.
Really?
And I never even kissed back. I'm like, what?
Right? Because you're simple, simple, like
exactly.
Bro, like
it's like she's like, "Ta'al yumma."
Oh man,
and then she goes,
yeah.
The sound that I made, my brother is dying because that's true.
I've heard. I think it was Saudi Arabians. They make the sound too.
I think so, yeah.
And then there's like every culture is different.
The Emirati as well. It's the nose to nose as well.
Yeah, strange.
That was very strange.
That's a little too close.
Yeah.
At least my cheek, I can look away.
You know
what I mean? I don't gotta be face to face with you with my nose. I can't imagine that.
I think that's that has disappeared in COVID.
Oh, for real? Yeah. That's too much.
Mask to mask, maybe.
Mask to mask. That's too much. In the comments, whether it's on Instagram or anything, comment like your country and what they do. Like if you're from Palestine, if you're Palestinian, if you're Lebanese, if you're Iraqi, if you're Syrian, what do you guys do? 1, 2, or 3? And in what context do you do each one?
Yeah, I think though, like if you ask me this question, I think I'm the least guy that should be asked this question, because like I'm an Iraqi who lived most of his life in Syria, Lebanon as well. Like,
what do Lebanese people do?
Oh, I forgot actually. Like it's been so long that I like I forgot.
Yeah.
I lost out a lot about like my kind of Lebanese identity.
Yeah.
Because when you live there, you're different. Like you know everything. You have a lot of updates. Now I barely talk to any Lebanese in real life. The only people that I can talk to are just like my friends overseas. So I have to like recorded messages or call them. That's the only thing that you can do basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah. No, I get you, man. There's so many different cultures, and I think
I'd like to say there too, but then I'm gonna get bashed in the comment. It happened to me once, like where I didn't say that. Please fact check me. if I say it wrong, and then I said something, I'm not gonna say it again. But then everyone's just like, "What is this idiot doing?"
Really?
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, and it was on TikTok, by the way.
You got roasted, huh?
Yeah. The comments are still there. I didn't delete them.
So go through the TikTok and find it. If you find it, we'll give you something.
Exactly. That's how you promote your TikTok.
Exactly. Man. Yeah, and then some people, they do, some Iraqis actually, they do the shoulder. They kiss the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've seen it happen once or twice.
That's like a mini social distance. You know what I mean? You don't want to get the breath too close.
Exactly.
Or like they do like a little bit of shoulder motion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like they hit shoulder by shoulder. Like, I think it's like the inner of the shoulder to the inner. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's culture.
100%.
It's awesome though.
Okay, question now. So you're very much into Lebanese culture. You grew up in Lebanon.
Exactly.
A piece of your heart belongs to Lebanon. Can you debka?
Oh, that's difficult. That's embarrassing. No, I can't. That's one of the only things that I didn't learn in Lebanon.
Can you chobi? Chobi's the Iraqi version, basically.
Or chobi as well. Like I was like, I'm the guy who stands to the side
and claps. Huh?
And claps.
You know, the Arabs have that open hand clap. Yeah, we do that open hand clap. We don't close our hands. You know, we don't do this. We go.
No, and it's so loud. By the way, so loud.
Oh, for real. Oh yeah, because it gets the palms. It's the air that pops out. I don't want to do it because I'm gonna.
There's a trick. There's a trick as well. So you wanna hit those with each other, but then you have the palms mostly. So like
exactly.
Yeah, it's. I learned it. Yeah, there you go.
Talk Lab, the only place where you can learn how to clap like an Arab. You heard it here first. Man, we got the techniques and everything.
Exactly. We're gonna teach you step by step.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, me growing up, bro. Fun fact: I've never been to a wedding before in my life.
Oh.
I don't know what a wedding looks on the outside. Like, all I see, like, I've seen, of course, on Instagram and whatnot, like, I've seen what it looks like, but I've never physically ever been. And I have this feeling that the first wedding I'm ever going to go to is going to be my own. Which is weird because, and it's like, geez, I'm not going to know what it's like. Like, what if I trip or what if I end up in the women's section? Like, what if I, you know what I mean? Like, what if I
You never know. You never know.
What if I eat too soon? What if I'm eating the cake before the dinner? You know what I mean? Like little things like that I'm always like, man, like.
Okay, you want to hear my trick here? Okay, let them all get married before you. That's a good one.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna get married. I'm trying to make it big. You know, I'm trying to be famous. Exactly. I'm gonna be famous. I'm married to the game, guys.
Exactly, and just to explain it to the people who are watching, you know, and getting confused. We get married at a very early age, especially for Iraqis. It's very popular.
Early, man, like
18.
Bro,
that's it. He turned 18. That's it.
Bro, yeah, exactly.
Get him married.
It's way too soon. Yeah. And I guess over there, the way of life is different. Like,
way different.
There's no real opportunity for like hobbies. Like if I can't be I Am Soulful in Iraq. Like it's impossible.
Ani Soulful.
Anna Soulful. Yeah, I can't be Anna Soulful or Ani Soulful. Yeah. Shout out to the Iraqis. But yeah, like I can't be that because there's no opportunities. Like all I would really have is like social media a little bit, YouTube. But
mostly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? WhatsApp.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of Iraqis, that are blowing up, doing something great.
Yeah.
If you watch, there's a guy, he does a little bit of English as well because he's a doctor. His name is Dr. Saif Janan.
Okay.
I think he's a psychologist or something. No, I don't know though. I know he's a doctor. He puts out a lot of good information. Mostly he does stuff in Arabic, but then I think now he created just an English channel just aside. Because he started getting famous in like the Arab world and he wants to get international.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's awesome for him because like that's a really great that we're seeing some people who are trying to create something like that. But mostly in Iraq, it's, food, what else? Jokes, pranks. I don't know, sometimes vlogs.
Yeah, sometimes vlogs.
That's what we see mostly.
Yeah. My dad, what my dad's been doing is every evening he'll sit by the TV, and you know how like smart TVs can play YouTube now?
Oh yeah.
To him, that's like the craziest invention ever. Like, may Allah protect our parents, but yeah, it's like come on, it's like the most incredible thing. So he does.
Hey,
he looks up.
WhatsApp is still a good invention for them. So like
WhatsApp, they're still in WhatsApp mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so he would look up like food vlogs across the world.
Oh.
And he would just sit there for hours and hours looking up like street food in Turkey and then street food in like Stockholm, Sweden. And then he'll be like watching the streets of Egypt and seeing what it's like. And that's how he's been entertaining himself. But
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's some interesting stuff. I thought they only watch the news. That's it.
You know what? I think they've graduated.
Yeah.
MashaAllah, they've graduated. Our parents are growing up, guys.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gotta say, make sure you say I love you to your parents because they're growing up.
They're growing up.
I can't be the only one that this happening to, right? We're progressing out of the news. We're progressing out of the Al Jazeeras, and all that stuff. We're evolving into entertainment. Entertainment's becoming
You remember when it was only like, the kids channel, the news channels, like you have to scroll through
I
them.
thought there were 3 channels on my TV.
Yeah, literally, and
sports,
Oh, yeah.
news, and
that's it.
TVO Kids. Like that's all I knew of.
My God, seriously?
If I wasn't watching Arthur, I was watching like the Raptors game or like soccer games.
Oh,
And then if not, then I'd watch like CBC. That's all my. It was a cycle, and my dad paid $50 a month for that. Man, I realize now, like, why?
man, your childhood is just messed up. Oh, so you got no NBC3, no Cartoon Network, nothing?
No, bro. When I went to Iraq for the first time, that's when I discovered NBC3.
And then the
Bro,
stuff.
it was the coolest thing ever. I'm like, yo, so many options, so many channels.
The satellite. And
I
then
can
the-
watch sports whenever I want because at any time there's guaranteed some like Abu Dhabi channel or like Iraqi channel that's putting some soccer game that happened 3 years ago.
Literally.
I can still watch it. It's okay.
Exactly, because it's different. It's to you, that's new content. So yes, please.
Right?
Even though
Exactly.
it's recorded like whenever.
Yeah, bro. And they put on like highlights from games like 5 years ago. It's like not even HD anymore.
No,
and, like the player probably like passed away like a few years ago too.
Iraqi channels. I think Iraqi sport. That's what it's called. I'm not sure. Al Iraqi sport. Yeah,
Iraqi sport, yeah.
They still do. They still do that.
Yeah.
Till this day.
Really? They still play the friggin' 2007 Cas
What?
Asi,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, the one that we won.
The Asian Cup in 2007. They still put the highlights of that game.
Man,
They still Yunus Mahmoud.
exactly.
Till this day, they still put it, man.
They have pride in it.
Oh.
Because that was
I mean, nothing's really happened since then.
exactly. I mean, but though, like looking back at those times, I can remember because I was in Syria and
Yeah.
people went crazy on the streets because Iraq was not stable at the time. Like
No,
it was
yeah.
very crazy. It was like war. Like it just got out of war and like everything,
Exactly.
and then us winning, the Asian Cup.
And for us, that's a big thing because you're going up against Japan, you're going up
Oh,
against
yeah.
Saudi Arabia, you're going up against Iran. And Saudi Arabia was one of the
Saudi
favorites.
Arabia
They were.
was, like,
it was
really-
like they're definitely gonna win.
Yep.
And I mean,
They made it to the finals. They were against the Saudi Arabia and Iraq.
Exactly, yeah.
That was
and
the
everyone
final
was
game.
saying Saudi's going to win. Like,
Oh, yeah.
no way Iraq was going to win. But I think something about us Iraqis and I think Arabs in general, we have. Well, I mean, I can speak for Iraqis. I don't know
Because
about all Arabs.
both of us are Iraqis, so
We're
we
both
can speak for
Iraqi,
Iraqis.
Exactly. So I feel as though we have this underdog mentality
Yep.
where we've been knocked down so many times
Yep.
to the point where it's like, khalas, I'm going to win.
That's
There's no
it.
way you're going to stop me.
I don't care.
Like, you've already destroyed everything I have. All I can really give, like, the least I can give is my all.
Yeah, literally.
That's the minimum I can give because I have to be able to make it. And that's a big thing. People ask me what keeps me going through the harder times and what's kept me going, like believing in my soul fam and what the soul fam is all about. It's all about, going from that small guy and the small person to growing up and proving everyone wrong and being that big person that you envision, when you're satisfied with yourself and those around you are satisfied with you. And you've grown into someone that's greater than, like, the message is greater than myself. That's what I want the soul fam to be.
exactly.
That's what Iraq is to a lot of us too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm Iraqi, but it means a lot more than just saying I'm Iraqi.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And that's, I had to learn that because, I mean, growing up in a place where there aren't many Iraqis that, unless you go to Iraqi school or Arab school or Muslim school, you're not going to find a lot. They're kind of few and far between.
Yeah.
And especially our families, we're pretty spaced out. Unless you go to the mosque, even then we come and then we go. Everyone's
Yeah,
gone.
literally, and
Right?
they don't let you talk to them. They
Exactly.
they want you to be like be quiet, listen to whatever, and then there's no like social time.
There's no interaction, right?
Nothing.
Even now that we're still in the grassroots level, we're just beginning that. So, I mean, I grew up very much like not around Iraqis. So, growing up, I didn't really know what it meant to be Iraqi, and then I would go back home and I'd get scared and I'd be like, "What's going on? And why does it look this way? Why aren't the streets paved? Where are the traffic lights? Little things like that, And why is there like beggars all over the place? Why is there, and not to say that that's a bad thing, but it's just a cultural thing that just exists and it's a reality.
It's just a new world to like.
It's
to
a new world.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well said. So, coming out of that, I had to learn to come to terms with the fact that, I'm Iraqi, bro, but I'm also Canadian.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but that was a journey that I had to take, and it took a while. A lot of people pick one or the other. A lot of people are like, I'm gonna just be Canadian. I'm gonna just forget my Iraqi values. And if anyone asks, like, I'll just be Iraqi. But like,
but then I'm Canadian. Like, yeah, that's it.
I'm 99% Canadian.
Yeah.
But over time, it's like I was able to come to an understanding that I could be both. I can be proudly Iraqi and be proudly Canadian. I think you can hear that in my music now too.
Yeah.
That I've been using the Iraqi, dialect a lot more openly. And I said recently, I want to get your opinion.
One of the songs actually is coming up.
Yes.
Very soon.
Very soon. Yeah. So the snippet I posted on Instagram, you can go check it out. It's Call in My Phone remix. It's an original song in English, but I sort of did like an Iraqi remix. And honestly, when I'm done this, I'm going to go home and finish recording it and mixing it. So it'll be ready. I'll probably send it to you early.
There you go.
Talk Lab exclusive. You know what I mean?
Exactly. See, like the celebrities here get, some exclusive stuff. If you want to be on this podcast, let me know. You might become a celebrity just like us. I'm just joking.
I know, of course. But yeah, so I'm looking into really incorporating a lot more Arabic and a lot more of my heritage in my work, but not necessarily sounding like the typical Arab Iraqi music sound.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I hate,
right?
because I was talking to as well, like to someone who does like a different type. It's not really a type of music. It's a very cultural thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say whatever it is. It's a very cultural and religious thing.
Yeah.
But then we're talking about how Iraqi music or Arabic music is just a copy of each other, like, because there's no copyright.
Yeah, exactly.
There.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they can just copy each other.
Yeah, they take samples, beats,
literally
everything's redone.
And it's like the same melody going over and over and over with every artist. Mostly, not every artist, but there's it's those who have their own.
Very frequent. Yeah. It's apparent. Yeah.
So like saying this, like, it's kind of great to when we introduce some tones and melodies like that are English to like Arabic, and then with keeping the language, at its strong value,
Exactly. And the key is to do it well.
Yeah.
That's something that hasn't happened, I don't think, yet. And that's something I think myself and a lot of other artists, even in Ottawa, like even locally, a lot of Arab artists are exploring. There's a lot more. I mean, in general, there's a rise in Arab arts.
Yep.
So and we're seeing a lot more of, people are talented. Like us Arabs are very talented, and we're using Arabic very positively in a way that sounds really good. So I want to be part of that. And I mean, one of us has to rise and be good at it, and not be good at it as in like rise and elevate and be the first person that did it. So I mean,
pave the way to the others.
The way, exactly.
That's what we spoke about the last time actually you were here. Basically what you're doing is paving the way for others to continue this journey.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. Yep. And we're all in this journey together. I'm very much like, I believe that there's enough food on the table for everybody. It's like an Arab azima on the topic of Arab. So no matter how much you eat, there will be more food.
Oh,
there
definitely.
will always be more food. And I'm not even talking dessert yet.
No,
I mean? No sweets, no baklawa, no knafa, nothing like that. Not yet.
Yep.
You're still digging into the biryani. You have the tishrib on the side. You have your maqluba. You know what I mean? You have all these, and it just keeps coming and coming. So I want I wish and I hope for the collective that we have here and across the world of Arab artists to just be that. You know what I mean? Like, be like that big azima that we always loved going to, that we gained 15 pounds at the next day, waking up from, and got the itis, and waking up from food comas and all that, of just success and just like, togetherness. And
that's awesome.
I'm trying to connect with as many Arabs as possible. If you're an Arab artist or Arab influencer, hit me up, because I want to support you as much as you support me. So it goes both ways. And
don't forget, on your way of hitting him up, hit up the Talk Lab. We actually would love. I've been getting some questions about like friends of friends of friends that are just like trying to come on the podcast, and they're like, "Oh, but I'm shy. I don't know like what to ask them or whatever." If you don't want to, ask the the actual page, which we have a person who actually talks to on the page. You can ask me personally. I would love to bring anyone on this podcast.
Absolutely.
Like, anyone can come. Like, you don't have to have like created something really big that changed the world or whatever. You have some interesting stuff to say. I'm very good at making people talk, literally.
Oh, 100%. So, yeah. This conversation has been everywhere, all over the place.
Literally. So, like, come up, text me, DM me. No, text me. Text me is a very old thing.
Bro.
Yeah.
Text me? No one does that no more. No one does that no more.
DM me, Yeah, I'm still old-minded. 1999 and, we're losing it. I feel we're getting old. That's why.
Bro, yeah, I'm 97, bro. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, make sure you hit anyone up and support, show love, because that means the world. Even if you're not down to like get on the podcast, show love, show support, share, like, comment, share, like, and save it too, because Instagram's new algorithm, I'm sure we've seen saving is now the new like.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When you save a post, it pushes it more, which, whether it's klawat, whether it's fake or not,
it doesn't hurt to save anything. Like,
exactly.
You're not paying for it, so like,
exactly.
Save it.
Now, question. So, when it comes, okay, so it's a 2-part question.
I was gonna, ask a question, but you go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna catch you off guard with my question, but yeah.
Save it. Don't forget it.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Okay. 2-part question. So, which Arabic is the best dialect?
Oh, okay. Are you trying to get us,
I'm trying to start everything. I'm coming with the shots, Ahmed.
There you go.
I'm coming with the shots, bro.
You're gonna kill us. Talking about a person who does a lot of dialects, because I speak multiple dialects. I kind of speak a bit of Palestinian. I speak Lebanese very well, Iraqi very well, Syrian very well. My friends are Kuwaitis who taught me a bit of Kuwaiti. So like, Kuwaiti is not very difficult. It's not very different from Iraqi.
Answer the question.
I'm trying to run from the question, but I would say, please don't kill me, don't hate on me, but like, I would say till now Lebanese, okay, okay, and Iraqi. Since I'm not destroying my roots. I'm not trying to get kicked, by my dad. He's gonna kick my ass after.
So you're biased.
If I say so, like, yeah, I'm trying to say Iraqi.
He's saying he's trying to say what's not gonna make you kill him.
Literally.
If this
Lebanese,
if this is the last podcast episode for By Talk Lab, you'll know why. You'll know why now.
It's Ali and my dad as well.
But man, yeah. Keep it rolling after we end the podcast, just in case that people want to hear or see what happens.
Exactly. But yeah, I would say Lebanese mostly, because I don't know what's so sexy about this dialogue, but like Lebanese is just something different.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Syrian has its own thing, but Lebanese, it's
interesting. Different. Yeah. Now, what about in music, in sounds, like in singing, in arts? Where do you see? Which one do you think is the most fitting dialect of Arabic?
I heard a lot about Egyptian, but I would say Syrian, because I'm mostly a big Syrian fan. Like.
So like a Shami accent.
Very Shami accent. Like I speak it very well because I lived in Sham as well. So like, and then when you grow up with this culture, you start to become part of you. So like most of my music is just either Shami or just something Lebanese.
Yeah. Okay. So, interesting. I think we have Iraq as one of the goats, or if not the goat, Kadhim Sahar, of course.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Like if I don't know who, like if he's not the goat, then
he is.
Catch these hands right now.
Yeah.
And I think I do think Masri is second.
Yeah.
And then Lebanese is mainstream to me. I don't know. Come at me.
Okay.
At me.
Okay. So you're saying girls will hate you if you say no. Every girl who watches this podcast will hate you.
Okay.
If you say no. So you're saying Nasif Zaytoun is not good enough. Okay.
I put. See, it's hard because I like Fayrouz too.
Oh,
like I like
that's
I like
different. That's way different. You're talking about like
but I'm just talking dialects, just the sounds. Just what I mean, not even styles.
Fayrouz, Fayrouz sings a lot about like Nizar Qabbani, stuff that are written like very well written. Like I'm not talking about like something that's like very Ammiya. Let's see, that's the street language. No, we're talking like the actual Arabic.
It's formal,
very formal. It has its own value. Yeah, and Kadhim as well.
Yeah,
like Kadhim chooses his.
Yeah, he does. He picks certain words and certain things. He sneaks in a bit of Iraqi in there every now and then.
Sometimes
there's a little bit, a little sprinkle here and there. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but the reason I ask is just like I'd love to experience different like dialects of Arabic in my music too. So.
And then a bit. Or introduce our personalities. It's a different personality. I enjoy listening to Fayrouz when I'm like I want something very, how do I say it? Like, I really don't want something very loud. I want something like something very calm, easy, just calm. Like, exactly. Yeah. But then if I'm in the car, if I want to rock something, definitely something either Lebanese or Syrian, and like it's gotta be loud. Mm-hmm. So
most definitely, yeah. Fair enough. I guess I guess we didn't have to.
Or I'm rocking the Soulful. I am. 4 times.
4.5 now. 4.5 mistakes.
Yeah, or I'm rocking I am soulful.
Yo, give him a like for every mistake he makes.
Okay. So I'll be making more mistakes so I can pick them up. I'm fine. So yeah.
What was your question?
Okay. So we're talking about food, and especially tashrib and
topic.
literally timman qima. Like if you haven't tasted qima, I don't know, like you've lost half of your life.
Yo, if you're from Ottawa and you've never tried qima, hit me up. My dad makes the most bomb qima. But I think that's every Iraqi dad says that.
Yeah, but okay, I'll tell you why, because this guy, you're Husseini, right? Yeah. Like your family is like, so it's Najafi.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Or is it?
Well.
But does he make Najafi qima? That's like, because like,
yeah, actually,
unless I'm a very okay, that's like
it's very stretchy.
Yeah, that's a Najafi qima. Like, okay, and this is very specific between Iraqis. Okay, turn your sound down. Najafi qima is better than Karbala qima, so that's it. Period.
No, I agree.
Period.
I have my hands in the air. I agree.
To let people know, just to set it for the record that we said that. Yeah. But yeah, like, though, have you ever tried eating with your hand, not a spoon?
Of course, bro.
Okay.
Of course, bro. We Iraqis have some of the craziest foods, bro. We have pacha, which is like lamb head.
Okay, I hate that.
Bro, listen, it's one of those things where it's like the last bit of culture my dad can hold on to. Like it's the one thing that stops me from being full Canadian is pacha. You know what I mean? There's baguette lo dihin. Which is like
you can't eat this with a spoon. No, there's no way.
It's basically like bread, and then on top of it's like eggs, like fried eggs, regular eggs, and then lima beans. I think it's fava beans, some form of beans. And then like the oil that you soak the beans in,
it's very
poured on the
if you're thinking diet, forget it.
No, bro, that's why.
Especially with Iraqi food.
Bro, I'm trying, man. Well, I've been trying to be on a diet, but when my dad makes breakfast, I can't say no. Like so I force myself to eat it, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna eat for the next 8 hours.
I like it. Yeah. Well, you can't.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Oh, definitely.
Exactly. But
do his microphone.
Yeah, what's going on with my microphone? It's we good?
Yeah, you're good. Switching to my camera now.
Yeah.
Switching to my camera. I still can talk, but yeah, like Iraqi food is one of the best. Every like country has its own food. I love that, but then Iraqi food is very oily. It's very like greasy. It's very greasy, and it's always has to be full of meat.
Yeah.
It's and if there's no meat, chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Shout out Rodolfo for the videographer for the podcast. Shout out the homie. Fixing it up. Thank you for having me back.
Exactly. But yeah, like wow.
Yeah, man.
Literally, like Iraqi food is the best. Lebanese is different though. Like,
I mean, here it's been very Americanized. Like, I don't feel like I know Lebanese food. Like, I don't think I know it. I know, like, you have kibbaniya, which is
that's my favorite.
Really?
It's
it's
not
raw
my favorite.
Meat, bro,
I love it.
How?
That's literally hold it there. That's my dad's interaction. Okay,
hold it there. Like seafood is one thing. Like seafood, sushi, that's one thing. Okay, like it's seafood.
It's delicious.
It's amazing. But kibbaniya, like that's meat, bro.
I know, but like, I know that's what makes it delicious. I know it's hit or miss. I know. Okay, you either like it, or it's disgusting. It's like bacha. Okay, I hate bacha. I can't eat it. It's funny. I can't eat, even though it's cooked meat.
It's not bacha. It's pacha.
Okay, we call it bacha.
No, it's pacha, bro.
I don't know. I grew up with bacha. Okay, with a ba.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, it's pacha, bro. Okay.
And, he's correct.
Roda,
you're kidding me.
I win. That's 2-1.
Seriously.
Roda agrees. It is pacha. I win.
Hey, I'm your brother, by the way. You should side with me. You're like, not him. Yeah. So it's pacha. Pretty much my whole life. That's why I give it like a very hard B, because I hate it as well.
B stands for bye.
Yeah, like bye. So yeah, like wow. But then every time it's cooked in the house, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah,
no thanks.
No, but you're right. I mean, I think as Arabs, we're really blessed with a lot of different aspects where we can take our identity from.
Exactly.
You can find your identity through food. You can find your identity through, social topics. You can find your identity through which dialect. You can really explore so many different avenues of being Arab. It's such a diverse, it's such a diverse community. And I really hope that the youth watching this are able to look and be like, I'm proud of being who I am. I don't have to be somebody I'm not. I can be uniquely myself. I can be both. Arab and Canadian. You know what I mean?
I feel it's difficult because like identity crisis is very, very
it's
serious.
It's real, especially in these times, man.
Oh,
like
man.
it's real. It's definitely real.
I went through it a bit. If it, like still like going through it a little bit sometimes.
No, it's hard.
I get bashed when I say I'm more Lebanese than Iraqi, and I don't lie when I say like I know how to speak the stuff, and then you're probably more Iraqi than I am, which is funny. Even though like you act like an Iraqi, I don't. It's kind of like different, a little bit different. Like I'm not really, attached to this side, the Iraqi side. I'm attached more to. I think like Lebanon had like a very, very a very big impact on my personality, where it shaped my personality. Funny enough, my younger brother didn't get affected that much. I think I'm like the most person who got affected from Lebanon. I don't know why. It just happened.
I mean, that's interesting because I mean, I don't know how much time we have.
We've always got time.
We always got time.
Oh,
that's interesting you say that because recently the royal the royal interview that happened with Prince Harry. Prince Harry and I thought I was going to say William, but Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Right? And they had the interview with Oprah, and they exposed the royal family for racism and just really bullying the couple, and how Prince Harry, left that royal family, which people weren't super surprised that he did, but just doing that, removing your privileges as a royal person, as part of royalty, to be with Meghan Markle and to, they lived in Canada for a little bit.
Literally.
But you were saying, what were you saying, bro? You were saying,
identity crisis.
Yeah, identity crisis and how Prince William and Prince Harry are brothers, right? So Princess Diana was the one that was killed. All the conspiracies. She fell in love with a Muslim man. Muslim men, you know what I'm saying? You can't live with us. You can't live without us. You know
exactly.
What I mean? No, but like
it's with us or Jannah.
Exactly. It's either I see you now or ba'din. But so all the conspiracies with that and whatnot. But Prince William handled his mother's death by just simply obeying orders. Marrying a white woman. Not really acting out of line, always staying the same. And then you have Prince Harry, who was like, bro,
screw this.
Exactly, screw this. I don't want this no more. Like,
literally.
my mom wanted to be herself, and y'all bashed her. Y'all murdered her for God's sake, right? So it's interesting that two people can go through like siblings even can go through the same experience and come out so differently.
So different, literally. But then like I've had a theory before, and it's funny though. I think the queen has some Iraqi heritage in her, because like whatever she did is very Iraqi.
Sign me up. I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like what we call it, arkat chinayan, literally.
Yeah. What does that translate to?
I don't know. A fight of what? I don't know. I don't know.
Can we?
I can translate it to Lebanese.
Can we ask the audience? Is that an option?
خناقة حموات. That's what it is.
What,
in Lebanese. It's
arkat
chinayan, literally.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think it's like an in-law.
Yeah.
So in-laws fighting kind of thing.
Do you want to get the microphone, brother?
Oh man, yeah, no, interesting. But yeah, two people can go through the same experience and handle it very differently, and that's a normal thing. Which makes us. It goes back to like being unique and being One thing I always talk about with you is identity, because I know it's something I struggled with and you struggled with, and our shout out videographer Rada, for the third time. He's gone through. He's been through, and a lot of us are going through. So a lot of things could be tied back to it. Being Arab or being you means something different to you than it means to me. I see you differently than you probably see yourself.
Exactly,
and that's okay. You know what I mean? A lot of people see me not the same way I see myself. No. Right? And even your family.
And you can't expect them to see you to what you are.
Exactly. And the example I wanted to bring up, like just like how Prince Harry said it too, is like his dad stopped answering his calls. His mom stopped answering his calls. He doesn't talk to his brother. And he gave up this life, which was an expectation. Like you don't leave the royal family. It's just not unheard of. No one really does it, right?
No.
But to leave that high status, to live a normal life, going against the expectations, sometimes is okay.
It's okay, and it's difficult. I can't imagine how difficult that is, because like when you're okay, let's say you have as much as that privilege that you had before, giving that up is difficult.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can translate it to people ask me all the time, like, what do your parents think of you doing music? What do your parents think of, they know that I do it in the basement, people ask me all the time. Yeah. And I always tell them like it's something that they don't understand, but they support me. They'll never fully understand what I'm doing or what my vision is.
Literally the sentence that I had in mind. Literally
Nice.
speaking my mind.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the same.
Yeah,
It's the same with everyone nowadays because like they
Yeah.
can't there's a big generation gap in there.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So like they can't, but then they know you're doing something great.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and a line from a song that's coming up March 19th, Passion. I say, let's talk about why the Shabab are depressed. Let's talk about why we all feeling distressed. My parents don't get it. I'll never confess. Mama, Baba, my life is a mess.
Ooh.
Preview, lyrics.
Wow.
Be ready. But
See, you're getting some exclusive.
very, very exclusive stuff. But yeah, March 19th, Passion is coming out on all streaming platforms. Pre-save it right now. Link in bio, Instagram. I am _soulful. Quick plug. But yeah, like going back to the topic, I personally struggled with trying to get them to understand. I always tried to get to understand why I did something, why it was worth it, why I listened to, artists like Eminem and J. Cole and Drake, and why they were meaningful to me growing up, and why it made me the person I am today. Yeah. And I don't see them in a negative light, but they will forever see them in a negative light because that's how they were raised. Yeah, that's what they see.
They will never look at them in the way that you're looking at them.
Exactly.
As we said, like it's a big generation gap.
Exactly.
Like my parents don't get what I'm doing now with the cameras and with whatever.
Right.
I had to talk with my dad the other day, and he's like, "Well, you're not getting paid from it. What do you want to do with it? Like it's like you've been doing photography for pretty much like a long time. Like I want to say 11 years now. How much did you gain from it? Like I did have some on and off paid jobs, but he's like, it's nothing that you can hold on. And I was like, yeah, but then. It's a hobby that actually I feel good about.
Yeah, without it, you're not you.
Exactly.
Without it, you can't be Ahmed.
It really shaped me. Like everyone used to, like even before this podcast, everyone knew me as Ahmed. This guy's the photographer. This guy got his camera with him.
Exactly.
Everywhere. So like, it became part of me. It's part of my personality. So yeah, I can't give it up easily. It's difficult.
And that's a really good point. And as Talk Lab grows, the fan base that you're growing, like it's gonna be hard to let that go too. Like, and I'm gonna talk straight to the camera. Like I can't let go of the Soul Fam. Like I can't let go of the people that support me. Whether we talk all the time or we don't talk at all, and you barely know me, but you support what I do. I love you and I support and I appreciate you, and I want to be able to support you as much as you support me, because without you, I wouldn't be able to believe in myself as much as I do and be able to grow as much as I have. So it's and you guys don't know as much of the struggle that it took to be able to build a fan base and a group of people that really believe in the community. But I really hope you enjoy the product, because I'm willing to go through the struggle and the pain in order for you to enjoy the product that I'm creating. I don't want to even say product because I'm not selling you anything. The vision, the belief system that we're building. You know what I mean? So.
That's what I love about the Soul Fam. Like me being part of it as well.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Like proudly, actually. Like especially the past couple of weeks, it's been difficult. But then I've been looking at your success, and I'm like, I compare myself to it. I'm like, he's done something. Like,
and you've seen me from the beginning.
Exactly.
You've seen me from.
I've been with you from the beginning, and then
you've seen me when I had like 5 comments, and I'd be happy. You've seen everything.
Man,
exactly.
Man, literally, and then I compare everything that I do to your success. So like. It's like because you're a close friend of mine, and like really close friend. Also, like I'm a Soul Fam as well. So like it's like I feel that it lifts me up. Like every time I like listen to your songs or anything. Like I'm down. Okay, I'm gonna listen to I Am Soulful.
Yes.
To the 0.5. 0.5. Okay, that continues 5 times.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm trying to like. No, when I'm like when I'm very enjoying myself talking, I actually forget. So sorry guys. But yeah, like. I'm part of the Soul Fam, and I'm proud of it.
Exactly. And I always say that whether you're in school, whether you're working on a job, whether you're working in order to fund a hobby or fund what you want your life to end up being, or whether you're with raising a family, you are the criteria of being part of the Soul Fam. If you're an immigrant, if you're somebody that knows what it's like to be counted out and be the underdog and be someone that feels like that one dot on a white piece of paper, you know what I mean? That one thing that stands out that doesn't fit in, then you're part of the Soul Fam naturally. Like you fit the criteria, and that's what we're trying to build. And I know there's a lot more people than what we have now for both of us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's a lot more people that need to discover us. There's a lot more people that need to be able to reach us. And, you know, I appreciate you always checking me out because I know you do, and I know you see what I do, and you're always supporting. And the more I level up is the more you level up naturally. Because the more I grow, the more you grow. And I always got you, you always got me, right? So that's how we roll, and that's how we all should roll.
Exactly. It's like literally that's why it's the soul fam.
Exactly. It's a family, bro. It's a family. 100%.
So yeah, you heard him.
Yeah, man. I mean,
that one's so emotional that I'm like, what?
Yeah, no,
it's like I was actually like I was really really emotional with this stuff.
We started off laughing and then we moved on, and it's good. It's good to go through everything, and I hope the listeners are, you know, feeling the same emotions that we're going through. And yeah, that's what the upcoming song Passion's all about as well. March 19th. It's just about, you know, struggling to find my passion and struggling to be able to express my passion. Like, I'll give you an example. When I first started making poems and like recording them, you know that little microphone that they have on Apple earphones? I used that. That was my microphone.
No way.
Yeah, that was and it wasn't even that. It was a Dollarama like earphone. It wasn't even Apple. Like, you can't even say that it was good quality. So I had that, and then with that, I would hide under my bed because I lived in an apartment, and everything I did, my parents could hear. And if I wasn't studying, my parents always wanted to have an eye on
argument
me.
about it.
I was raised like a daughter. My mom says that too. I raised you like you were a daughter. Like, I was super protected, and they were super protective of me, and everything I did, they wanted to know. So I would hide in my room, and I'd hide like in a closet or under my bed, and I'd speak it. And one time my dad saw me do it, and I guess I should have been studying, or I think I was doing it for a project in school. And my dad said, "Hada marad, like, this is a sickness. What you're doing, like, it's an illness. This drive and passion you have is a sickness." And for a while, like, that brought me down. That brought me down a lot. Like, I'm like, "Geez, bro, like SHIT, like shit, yeah. Bro." You know what I mean? Like, damn, like for real. Like it is like, cause I'm a young kid. I'm in grade 9, grade 10. Like, I'm 14, 15. Is this what it really is? But
and
I don't want to
everything
see
your dad says like really shapes you as well. Like
100%.
No matter how old you are, like it does have a big impact on you.
Exactly. And it took me a while, you know, circling back to realize that it's not that he doesn't support, he doesn't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's not that he doesn't want what's best for me, he just doesn't understand it. And I have to be okay with him not understanding. So now I tell him, like, yo, I got a show here, I got an opportunity here. It's very much like, okay, khalas. Like, he doesn't try to go in depth, because the more in depth it goes, the scarier it can be. Because that's where, like, oh snap, like, what, how, who?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's very different. I feel that my mama is more understanding of what I'm doing.
Yeah,
because she sits down and listen more.
Yeah,
to whatever I'm saying. So like, and like the, you know, as well, like most of the projects that I do actually, and what's coming up on the podcast, my mom have already listened to.
Yeah, exactly.
And she knows about it. So it's like, you know, it's a bit of support that you need.
Exactly. You just need that little bit, because when you have nothing, every little bit helps.
Oh yeah. But then like compared to your dad is just like trying to provide for the family.
That's basically, that's
his main rule. Yeah. Even though like now, like you're very old, you provide for yourself, but though you try to provide, basically your dad tries his best to provide for the family. Like he always will stay or play this role. Mm-hmm. Basically,
shout out to the table that keeps slipping off the mic. Shout out to the table. Shout out to the mic stand. But
see, I basically, I'm sorry. What was his name? God, Iyad, I'm sorry that I said that you screw up this podcast, because this table has been,
bro,
like,
it's me.
It's untouched for weeks, and then Ali comes, because the table is so excited. That's why.
I guess so.
I would say
the table is part of the Soul Fam too.
Yeah. Also, it's white, so like, you know, it's wearing the white merch.
There you go. Yeah, we got to get the Soulful logo.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
very soon I'm gonna buy a light. Just like have kind of like a custom thing. Have a GoPro on top, and then just have it Soulful there.
So you can always see it, always look at it. Once again, for the 4th time, shout out to Rada, the videographer, doing an amazing job.
Exactly. And Almond screw.
Make sure you like for every time I shout out Rada, and make sure you like for every time this guy made a mistake. This guy screwed up.
4 times now. 5. 5. I'd like to make
5 times. Yeah, a total of 10 times. I think. Let's do 10 likes per person, or 10 likes in total, or something like that. Do some. I mean,
10 likes. 10 likes at least.
Well, 10 likes at least, but 10 comments per person.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, that thing I like.
That works. Right?
I feel Papa Quest will be, in the comments as well.
Oh, most definitely. Shout out Papa Quest. Love you, man.
Awesome guy.
Love you, man.
The best, actually.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
He'll be here soon. Hopefully after
Nice.
they ease out the stuff in Gatineau.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's been trying to come up on this podcast for like what we canceled 4 times
Really?
because of freaking Gatineau
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like Ontario as well getting so stupid
Yeah.
every time we want to make an episode. So like,
Bro, fun fact, Quest and I, like, he talked to me. He hit me up for the first time September 2019.
Yeah.
I didn't meet him for the first time till like January 2020. Like, it took 4 months to plan everything.
God.
You know, I got to a point where I gave up. I'm like, yo, this guy's just either too busy or like it's not meant to happen. He's, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, eventually it did, and then here we are now.
Exactly. And you made that awesome song with him. It was Khalid Nabil. It was
Invisible. He was there.
Asman, yeah.
It was
Awesome.
good. It was a lot of fun,
Awesome.
and more to come. The project that we got is filmed by Quest as well. The song will be coming out first, and then I'll get the video roll out much later. Not much later, actually, a couple weeks later, a week or two later, as we move on. But please stay tuned. And every song, I feel like, just like you, every episode, there's a level up.
There's a level up. Yeah, exactly.
You improve just a little bit,
Exactly.
little bit. And I really hope this project, what I did for it basically is I went to local businesses in the city, because just like how you and I have struggled through COVID, like mentally, small businesses a lot of them have closed down so I wanted to show love to the ones that stayed alive during COVID.
Yeah.
Exactly. And kept pushing. And I basically gave them a free commercial.
Oh, yeah.
I told them, listen, I want to support you, and I just want to get some clips of you doing your thing. Excuse me, I'll put an ad, not an ad, sorry, your address and your name and where to find you, just to be able to support. And I hope to get like Ottawa Citizen and CBC involved, inshallah. And it's growing too. I got a group in London, UK that want to do the same thing, going to local businesses and filming them.
Lovely.
Toronto as well. Shout out Blog Middle East in Toronto.
Oh yeah, awesome guys.
You know them
they're
as well?
they're following the Talk Club podcast.
Oh, shout out Hamza that runs Blog Middle East TO. Much love. I can't wait to be able to work
Awesome people.
swing over to Toronto and do the same thing. So exciting times, man, and the projects just keep leveling up. Every month we got something new. So
definitely. Are we gonna see a new song that's a bit of like love based? Or that topic is like
Ahmed's in the mood. Ahmed's in the mood.
It gets me in the mood. Okay, even though I don't have anyone, I'm freaking single. Stupidly, it's annoying as well.
Listen, if you want a man that does a lot by himself.
Oh, okay.
If you want a man that take photos for you for free, ladies, if you want free Instagram photos.
Oh, okay. That's a good commercial.
Oh man.
To be honest, I didn't pay anything for that. Okay.
But
literally just like
hide. Just go and hide.
Under there, yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah. No, we laugh so much sometimes I forget what we were talking about.
No, we were talking about you hopefully going to Toronto and
So the project. So yeah, that's what we got going on in the works, and the whole concept is to be able to inspire, to support those in need, and just motivate people to chase their passion and tell them my story. So.
Exactly.
If I'm living my passion, that means you can live yours. And people that own restaurants and are cooks and chefs, they can too.
Exactly.
They're just as important, and clothing store owners and all that stuff. So I want to show love to everybody. This is the time where we're sort of getting out of this difficult time. So it's time to not literally give each other a hug, but
then
like an emotional one. Like, I support you.
An online hug.
Yeah, I see you. Like, it's love. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Good vibes only. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I'm hoping that like we get out of this. I was like, I don't know. I follow the news too much a little bit.
You're one of those. Yeah.
You're
Iraqi.
Exactly. Very. That's one Iraqi thing about me. So following the news too, especially about COVID. And I was like listening to the news today, and I forgot the doctor's name that they were interviewing. But then, he was saying that it will not be. Today we got vaccinated. Tomorrow, there's no COVID. That's it. It's gone. It will go down gradually, where we don't feel it anymore. It's just gone.
Yeah, that's some positivity. Keep
It
rolling
is.
with that. It's gonna happen.
It is, even though
eventually.
Even though my hopes were like, okay, we wake up tomorrow, there's no COVID. It was just a nightmare, right?
Man, yeah, that's the longest nightmare ever.
Oh my, yeah.
But yeah, man, no, it's good. It's good. We're making it out, and one step at a time, and we're making it out stronger.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
not for if the pandemic never happened, maybe we would have never done this and continued, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I might have never dropped songs consistently, and kept pushing.
The
right?
podcast wouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
Literally.
I wouldn't be here right now.
Yep.
I wouldn't be here right now. Deep existential crisis.
You can
type
go with
stuff.
SMR if you want to. You can do SMR.
SMR. Apparently, people do say my voice is like
ASMR,
soothing.
Yeah,
People,
it is.
People say, yeah, you think so?
Try it. Go ahead.
How you guys doing? Make sure to tune into the Talk Lab podcast. What day is it dropping?
The 20th. Yeah.
The 20th, March 20th. Make sure to tune in. Make sure before the 20th on March 19th you tune in for Passion, the single by I Am Soulful. It'll be dropping on all streaming platforms March 19th. Make sure to pre-save now at on Instagram, link in bio, at @IAM_Soulful. Love you. Thank you.
If I said that, I would have screwed it up. So
I screwed up a little bit too, but that was fun.
That's awesome. You can also hear yourself talking as well. Like
that's the creepiest thing.
I know.
That's what threw me off the most. I'm not trying to ease myself.
It's difficult to hear yourself for the first time as well.
Bro,
Like,
trust me. Yeah, when I first started
you understand. You know.
When I first made songs and poems and stuff like that, I'm like, what is this garbage? What is this trash? Why do I sound like this,
Oh, that's still me when I edit the videos. So
cringe and just like, ugh, yeah.
It's like I don't want to listen to this, but I have to do it anyway. That's why I try to push it to the last day that I can edit, and then because I really don't want to do it. Like it's not really great to listen to your own voice as well. Like when you're editing, yeah, it's just like, why did I say that again?
Yeah, no, bro, I mix myself too. Like I have to mix my voice and make sure it sounds good in songs. That's hard too.
That's really difficult.
Yeah.
But hey, at least you have control over it.
Exactly. I'm able to like actually modify it and change it. But I like to be natural as much as possible. But yeah, a little bit here and there,
Yeah, exactly. I just want to give a shout out to awesome people who've been doing really great since, or actually like they've been helping everyone since this pandemic started. The healthcare workers.
Yeah.
Those are really those are the veterans. Like really. Thank you guys.
Most definitely.
Seriously, I can't imagine being there. You know, it's very difficult. And I was watching a couple of documentaries this morning, and it got me into a very serious mood of like, those people are there. They're watching people dying. I bet you it's difficult. I don't know how you guys go back to your families, to your homes after a long day of work, or you guys like are barely breathing. Like I work like 5, 6, or 7 hours. I have a mask on. I can't
it's a struggle.
I can barely breathe. You guys have like double masks. You guys have like your gear.
You
guys
the face
have,
shields,
face
and
shield.
the mask, and the costume on, and everything. Yeah,
it's difficult. And then everywhere you go, it's just like sickness, and there's no. I don't know how you guys find hope. You guys give us hope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. God bless all the healthcare workers across the world who are, pushing, doing their best to make everything work. And we love you, and you're part of the Soul Fam as well, just in case you were wondering.
Yep. Exactly.
And we love you, and man, it's been blessed. It's been a good conversation.
Oh yeah, because like this war, actually, like let's call it a war, because like we've lost a lot of people to COVID as well. Like I'm hoping.
It's a war it's a biological war.
I'm hoping next time you're here, like COVID has already gone, and we're just.
Bro, that would be amazing because summer's coming, right? So
yeah,
if I'm here in the summer, oh, bro,
please.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be blessed,
man. Well, thank you very much. I am Soulful.
Yes,
see, I didn't screw it up.
Right.
I didn't screw it up.
It's not how you start; it's how you finish. Everybody, make sure you remember that. Good work.
Definitely. So you heard him. I am Soulful. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome talking to you today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
It was great. A great episode. If you haven't checked our social media yet, you should go ahead and check them. Links are in the description. Links for I Am Soulful are in the description as well. Be part of the Soul Fam. Check it out. Because such as I am, I'm part of the Soul Fam.
Of course.
Proud of it. So be part of it as well and check it out. Check out our social media. Check out our us on our audio platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anghami, and Spotify. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what the heck you're doing, man.
Whatever they're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But they got to stop doing it. Okay,
exactly.
It's not working.
Subscribe. Hit that button.
Do it.
Hit the bell button.
Not for him. He made 5 mistakes today.
Yeah,
Me. Do it for me.
He made no mistakes today.
I didn't make any mistakes.
All right. Hit the like button again. Hit subscribe. What's wrong with me? Hit the subscribe button again.
And make sure to check out I Am Soulful.
Exactly. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Thank you.
Soulful.